Do you guys remember Modern Warfare 2? Not this one, but this one. The 2009 OG version of Modern Warfare 2. It truly was during the peak era of Call of Duty, the golden era of Call of Duty from COD 4 to Black Ops 2. This was right in the middle. And it truly was peak. I mean, a lot of us have fond memories of this game. Very highly regarded. The guns, the maps, and almost everything about it is highly regarded. And I've really been missing these golden era Call of Duties lately. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1, Black Ops 1, World at War. But today I really wanted to go back and play this. So can you play Modern Warfare 2 in 2026? So to start, we're using the IW4X mod on the PC version or the Steam version of Modern Warfare 2. The IW4X, all it does really is get rid of some bugs and replaces the servers. So instead of pressing find match to go into a game and clicking team deathmatch and just, it's searching for one, you get to pick what you want to play. And as you can see here, there's a ton of different game modes. You could sort by players and mode and all of that stuff. And that was a lot of my main concern. So if you look off to the right side here, you can see the ping. That was my main concern, is what's the connection going to be like on a game that's 17 years old? Is it going to be a problem? Am I going to have issues? And at least on the IW4X version, no, you're not going to have any issues. You're going to have a smooth experience. You know what you're getting into going in. So if you click on a server that's trick shots only, and it's got 300 ping, you know you're going to have a little bit of lagging issues and that you might have some problems. But overall, you don't really have any problems. I lagged here and there, but I also live in an apartment building, so that's probably part of it because my internet connection probably isn't that great. So connection issues, you're all good there, at least on the Steam version. Next thing I really wanted to talk about is the gunplay. What is it like 17 years ago? Does it hold up to today's standards? The technology today is just better. So it's not going to be as fast paced. The guns might not be as responsive. They might feel a little bit worse. But that's just the product of its era. So I wanted to go in, though, knowing what I know about today's Call of Duties and check it out. And honestly, the guns hold up surprisingly well. They might not be as responsive. They might not be as smooth feeling because of the time. But honestly, they hold up well. These are some of the most fun guns I've ever used. These are some of the most fun times I ever had playing Call of Duty. So yeah, they hold up surprisingly well. The guns don't feel janky. They feel really fun. They feel really good to shoot people with. They feel like they're hitting their target. And that's another thing about the guns. When you come back to this, you want to play with your favorite guns. You don't want to have to take all this time to unlock the ACR and the SCAR and all of those guns. You want to be able to just jump right in and play with them. And that was my other concern, is if you're not using your original account that you were playing on. But actually, IW4X does a really, really cool thing here. So you can just level up like normal if you like the grind, if you like the numbers going up, so to speak. But here, if you press unlock stats, you can unlock everything. Max experience, max prestige, all weapons, all challenges, all titles, and all emblems. Which I think is really cool. Because if you're jumping into this, you want to be able to jump in, make a bunch of classes, grab the model 1777s or whatever they're called. Sorry, I can't remember right now. But you want to be able to jump in with them and just be able to play with them. You don't want to have to grind for 6 hours to unlock, a couple of weapons and then have to unlock all the attachments for them. Especially on a game that's 17 years old. We may all love it, but we got jobs, we got stuff to do. So that's really cool that you can do that here, because you want to be able to go back and play all of these weapons that you want to be able to play. So that's really cool. So I would consider checking that out if you just want to have some fun and jump in with some of the weapons they used to play with. The other thing is, do the maps hold up? Are the maps as good as today's? Are they better? And honestly, I'm going to have to go with they might be better. They hold up great. There's a reason that a lot of the new Call of Duties use old maps and remake them. Nuketown, Rust, Shipment, so many of them. I mean, they use Scrapyard for Warzone. They know, I believe, truly, they know that they hit the jackpot with these maps. Now, is every map fantastic? No. And it's always personal opinion. But I do believe that they are some of the best maps ever created for Call of Duty. And I do think that's why they come back time and time again. Not that the new maps aren't good, but these are just so good. You know, they were during that golden era. So yeah, I think the maps hold up really, really well personally. I think some of them are truly the best that will ever come out, and that's why they'll keep getting remade year after year in every Call of Duty. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, what's the hacker situation like? I mean, we are playing on a very old game. I just mentioned earlier that there's a malware issue on the Steam version if you use the traditional servers. But with the IW4X mod, I personally have not run into any hackers. I know they have their own anti-cheat with the IW4X, so that's probably why. I'm sure there are some out there. You may have a different experience than I did. You may run into a hacker on your first game. But from my experience, I didn't see any hackers, which is really, really nice because I've played old Call of Duties. I booted up World at War recently and was playing that and ran into a hacker on the official servers. Now, on a console version, you may also run into some hackers. But I got a chance to play on the Xbox 360 version recently. I have Game Pass, so I hooked up my Game Pass account to the 360 and booted up Modern Warfare 2. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage for it, but I did play it one night for a couple of hours, played quite a few matches, and I didn't run into any hackers there either. I'm sure they are out there, but I did not have that problem, thankfully. So just proceed with caution if you do boot up that version or the PS3 version or the Steam version. You may run into some hackers. It's just kind of to be expected. I've had a good experience, but it is always a case-by-case basis. But speaking of the 360 version, I found matches surprisingly fast on there as well. So if you want a true nostalgic experience, you don't want to play on Steam on your computer or whatever, grab a console. If you've got the PlayStation Network on PS3 or Xbox Live on the Xbox, you can play it. You can go for the true nostalgia version, sitting on your couch and playing that game. And truly, it is just so fun to hold the controller in your hand, sit back, and play it like we did 17 years ago. And it works surprisingly well. I will say, I didn't really have a lot of lag on there or anything either, so you can still play it on the 360 and the PlayStation as well. So in conclusion, can you play Modern Warfare 2 in 2026? Absolutely you can. Is it going to be your daily driver? Probably not. Are you going to have a good time with it? Probably will. You may have some issues with hackers or something here and there, but overall, it's still a fantastic game to play. It feels like it did 17 years ago, and it still holds up surprisingly well. So yeah, I think you should go out, boot up Modern Warfare 2 on whatever version you want to, and you should check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, whatever you want if you want to see more content like this, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.